Hello and welcome to Start Select, the classically trained video game show from GameSpot UK.
Coming up on this week's show, I head out to blast our rivals in some multiplayer Lost Planet 2, put on my best suit for the Gaming BAFTAs, and grill Heavy Rain composer Terry Devine-King about his amazing orchestral soundtrack.
What's more, we're going to announce the winners of this, our Final Fantasy 13 competition, as well as announce a new competition for Red Steel 2 on the Wii. Without further ado though, let's dive right into the show.
This is Mark Walton for GameSpot UK, and we are here at the 2010 Gaming BAFTAs. We're going to be talking to some of the celebrities and winners of the awards to find out what their favourite games from 2009 are, and find out if they're siding with Sony's move or Microsoft Natal.
I think it's been a really great time for games, and I think it's, people are finding so many different ways to entertain themselves that games are, they're really having their moment.
I'm a big fan of the kind of show-off games, I think people might call them. Your Sing Stars and your Guitar Heroes. Woman by Wolfmother is the best song ever for Guitar Hero.
Last year, I think you'd look at the quality of sort of entries in the categories and you think, it's going to be hard to beat. Again, this year, if anything, it's been topped. So it's a good measure of how the industry is just evolving and evolving.
The BAFTA goes to Uncharted 2 Among Thieves.
Okay, and the BAFTA goes to Uncharted 2.
Alright guys, so you've won many awards for Uncharted. How does it feel right now?
Feels great. I mean, we're so happy for the team. We got like 4 awards tonight. We're so excited. We can't wait just to get back in the office and share all these awards with the team.
Yeah, we got a bunch of text messages. They were all watching it live, streamed on the BAFTA.com. So they were cheering alongside us. It was great.
And the BAFTA goes to Batman: Arkham Asylum.
Game of the year then, ladies and gentlemen, Batman Arkham Asylum.
So guys, you've won the award for Best Game tonight. How does it feel?
It feels fantastic. We weren't expecting it at all.
No, absolutely.
I think we were up against some fantastic games as well. So it was a really good shock, a nice surprise for us. So it's been great. Really good.
I mean, Batman Arkham Asylum is a UK developed game. Do you think this is the start of good things for the UK gaming industry?
I hope so. Well, I mean, UK industry has been fantastic for a number of years. It's had its troughs and its peaks as well. But obviously tonight, this is it's great for the UK industry and great for us. Really good.
Who's the hotter hero, Batman or Nathan Drake?
Is there any competition there? 70 years of Batman. Nathan Drake's been around for 2 video games. Yeah?
And he doesn't
Get back to me in 70 years.
He doesn't even have a cloak. I mean, what's all that about? He doesn't even have a cloak.
Magic ears.
or tight pants. So there's only one winner. It's got to be Batman.
What were your favourite games from 2009?
Well, for me so far, it's probably been the one I just announced actually. What was that one? Mine was one I really like. I played with my little brother Joseph. He's 10. He's Batman. He absolutely loves it. It's a bit violent for him since he's only 10.
I think it's wise to let a 10-year-old play Batman Arkham Asylum.
I don't know. I mean, I used to play Double Dragon till my fingers bled, and I suppose it's exactly the same. It's just a little bit better now.
Hi, thanks for speaking to us again.
Very cool tonight.
Why, thank you. I am trying, but you look great yourself.
Thank you very much. BAFTA, I thought make an effort.
So we're here at the 2010 BAFTAs. What were some of your picks for games from 2009?
Well, I was really thrilled that Little Big Planet won handheld, which was the category that I just presented. I remember when it came out getting very overly excited in the studio about the fact that Stephen Fry was voicing it and that it was sort of simple graphics that, were a lot of fun, taking back to childhood. So I love that.
Hi guys, so you've just won Best Handheld Game for Little Big Planet. How does it feel right now?
Oh, quite incredible. We really weren't expecting it at all.
So I mean, Little Big Planet is probably one of the biggest games on the PlayStation 3. Now on the PSP, you guys transferred it over. I mean, how much work was that for you guys to do?
Well, I think most people didn't think we could do it, so it was a lot of work. There's a few little cheats and tricks in there, but you can use a full physics system and create your own levels, all on the PSP. We're really proud of it.
So 2010 is going to be the year of motion gaming. Which are you in favour of? PlayStation Move or Microsoft Natal?
Well, you know, there's been a lot of fuss about Natal, and there's been a big build, and everybody heard of it. But I think PlayStation coming in sort of quietly, I reckon that might be the one to watch, actually.
If you guys had to decide, PlayStation Move or Microsoft Natal?
PlayStation Move.
Sony, I think. Yeah.
Why Sony?
Don't know. Said it.
So the BAFTA 2010 Video Game Awards are over. Now, Guy, how was it inside?
The atmosphere was electric, Mark. It was certainly a lot of shock. Upsets in the major categories. Batman winning the Best Game Award was probably, you know, no one would have betted against Uncharted 2, but Batman takes it. The home crowd went wild for that one.
And the Lifetime Achievement Award went to Miyamoto.
Yeah, we knew that was happening already. I mean, Will Wright's already won it. Nolan Bushnell, a guy behind Atari's, already won it as well. So he's joining a list of esteemed colleagues as a member of the fellowship at BAFTA, which I think means he gets access to the BAFTA bar, which is well worth it, you know?
Exactly. So overall then, compared to 2008 and 2009, you think this has been the best year for BAFTA so far?
Well, BAFTA's on the up and up. I think, like, the Brits, you know, we have the BAFTA, which is a very prestigious organisation, and they throw a good ceremony. Dara O'Brien's a great host. And I think, speaking to the American guys at GameSpot US, it seems like BAFTA means a lot internationally, which is great to see. We've had a lot of ceremonies at the moment, but BAFTA actually means something. So I think it's a great award ceremony.
Amazing. So that's it from us for the 2010 BAFTAs. Don't forget, you can go to the GameSpot news channel to check out all the awards from tonight's ceremony. But right now, we're off to get a drink. Now then, Lost Planet 2 was shown about 100 metres away from the office earlier in the week, so Mark did the right thing and put some pants on and went to go and check it out. Lost Planet 2 is a sequel to the Japanese third-person action game Lost Planet, complete with new missions, mechs and even bigger bug-based boss battles. We went to a secret location in London to speak to the producer, Takeuchi-san, about the game's epic 16-player online battles.
My name is Jun Takeichi, and I'm a producer on Lost Planet 2. Lost Planet 2 is set some 10 years after the original Lost Planet. This time around we've got new features, a 4-player co-op mode, and also the volume of content has increased considerably. Multiplayer will be 16 players maximum, as with the original game. However, we have incorporated more weapons, especially we are proud to present support weapons, which you can use to help your teammates. We have chosen some of the popular multiplayer modes from Lost Planet and Lost Planet Colonies. For instance, we still have the Acrid Egg Battle mode, where you have to locate and transport the huge acrid egg back to your base without breaking it. Our decisions about which modes to include were based on data we collected, as well as from listening to the community. The mechs in the game are called battlesuits, and are powered up from the original game. Some of the battlesuits allow other players to hang on to them so they can move faster. Some of them allow 3 players to ride in them, and some are larger still, allowing more than 3. I think that people like to play multiplayer because human players react in ways that are surprising and unpredictable when compared to AI. Of course, playing with other players is also very good as well. Capcom has a game engine called MT Framework, which has recently been updated to version 2.0, so creating the game for multiple platforms has been very easy. However, technology advancement on PCs is much quicker than on consoles, so the PC release may be a little later, as we want to make sure we catch up with the advanced PC technology. As far as the difference in size between Xbox 360 and PS3 discs are concerned, my words have been twisted a little in the past. I never said that the 360 disc was too small, and we have no plans to release any special DLC for the Xbox to compensate for it having a smaller disc than the PS3. It would take us 2 extra years of work to fill the PS3 disc, as it's so big. We are happy with the size of the 360 disc. My name is Jun Takeichi, I'm a producer for Lost Planet 2. I came over to the UK to present my game Lost Planet 2, which will be coming out on the 18th of May.
Last time on Start Select we had 4 copies of Final Fantasy XIII to give away, 2 on the PlayStation 3 and 2 on the Xbox 360. All you had to do was tell us the score we gave the game.
The answer was 8.5, as I'm sure you guys all know, and our winners are Joshua Cook and Edward Cook, who are completely unrelated on the Xbox 360, and Rob Hutchinson and Melanie Radloff on the PlayStation 3. You guys will be off riding chocobos very shortly. This week we have 5 copies of Red Steel 2 to give away on the Wii, courtesy of Ubisoft. Now this is a Wii Motion Plus exclusive, so you need Nintendo's little nubbin to play the game, but as we've just reviewed it at 7.5, it's well worth checking out.
If you want to be in with a chance of winning a copy, simply answer this question. The original Red Steel was a launch title for the Wii, but what day exactly did it launch in the UK? Get your answer along with your name and address to competitions@gamespot.co.uk and we'll draw the winners on next week's show. Terry Devine-King is possibly the greatest composer the world has ever known, and we got exclusive access into his mind.
The body of Jeremy Bowles was found this morning on a patch of wasteland in the East End at about 6:30 a.m., 5 days after he was reported missing. An autopsy will be conducted tomorrow to determine the exact cause of death, but going from first indications, it would seem that he drowned. The state in which the body was found suggests the methodology of the origami killer.
I've got quite a broad taste in music, so initially it was classical, and then very quickly in my early teens moved on to jazz, and I love rhythm basically. So. And that goes through to a lot of ethnic music, Latin stuff and reggae and African, so there's just so much good music out there. It's kind of endless, so it's a question of just listening to all sorts. The soundtrack was written a while before I think the game was out, I think. Really, it was an orchestral work which was put together with film trailers in mind and games.
There's someone here. There's someone in the apartment. The phone on the desk. I could call for help. The front door. It's the only way out. If I can reach it, I still have a chance.
You have an end game in mind right from the beginning, so you kind of know what you want it to do. It's going to be a particular a style and mood that you want to end up with. So with that in mind, you kind of throw a lot of ideas down. I play piano and I kind of will just dabble until I come up with what I like. But usually one of the first things is just getting the right tempo, and does that feel right, and just getting that mood. So that'll be an initial starting point. The idea of the tracks was to use a big orchestra, but use it in conjunction with very kind of modern production techniques and hard-hitting kind of drum and percussion sounds. So it's almost like orchestral rock music in a way. We went into Abbey Road and used a Royal Philharmonic Orchestra for the orchestral side, all the strings and brass, and overdubbed with the Crouch End Festival chorus. So a big I think it's about 50-piece choir, which we double track, so it almost becomes a 100-piece choir. And then it was literally a case of taking it back to the studio, to my studio, and overdubbing lots of hard-hitting kind of contemporary percussion stuff to make it really hard-hitting and action-sounding for film trailers and for games. They're becoming so high-end games that the music's got to reflect that, and I think in the past a lot of music has been done on the cheap. You know, so a lot of the big orchestral stuff's been done with lots of samples. They also go over to maybe to Prague and Bratislava and use orchestras over there. But actually, I think it'd be great if to use the best orchestras over here, really, which is what we've done with Audio Network. We kind of use the RPO a lot, and record in Abbey Road, and that's, I think, just about the best sounding studio in the world for this kind of thing. So it really does give it an edge. So I'm Terry Devine-King. I've been talking about the music for Heavy Rain. The soundtrack's called Mars. It's out on Audio Network, and I co-wrote that with Nick England.
That's all for this week's show, but remember to catch Today on the Spot from our colleagues in the US for more, and Crosshairs from the guys at GameSpot AU.
That's it from us here in Blighty, though. So until next time on Start Select, tally-ho, chaps.